everybody. Welcome. So glad that you're here. Welcome to August. It is August, and we started with some music from Forrest Frank. And if you've never heard of him, he just recently broke his back and he couldn't work. He's a famous musician. He's really recently got famous. And he broke his back, and so he's laying in bed, and he started writing hit singles from his bed. So that one, Lemonade, is one of his hit singles, and just thought it would be fun to start with that because I know life happens sometimes and we all need that reminder that we can make lemonade when we're given some lemons. So hopefully nobody around here breaks their back, but just a really fun reminder. So we're so excited that you're here. We're going to celebrate tonight. We're going to celebrate the things that happened in July. We're going to give you some really important, exciting updates. But I just have a question. What comes to mind when you hear the word August? And if you'll pop it in the chat, we would love to know what comes to your mind when you hear the word August. Ooh, it's Ellen's birthday. Happy birthday. Hot. I love it. New beginnings. Frank, I love that. Back to school. I love that. Back to school. Yeah. So back to school is what I think of. And when you think of back to school, you think of school supplies, right? It's like the freshness. I have great memories of being a little girl going to school supply shopping. Like that's so much fun. So I just started thinking, sometimes as adults, we don't give ourselves a fresh start or the feeling of getting those new fresh school supplies. So as we turn to a whole new month, as we are starting August, this might be a great time for you to give yourself a fresh new start. Get out a brand new notebook, maybe a brand new pen that gets you excited. It doesn't have to be expensive, but there is power, I think, in giving yourself a fresh start. So if you've got a whiteboard in your office, maybe erase it and restart, or start with a brand new, fresh map. But just wanted to mention that. It's always good to have a fresh start. All right, Dee, I think you've got some exciting things for us today.
Yeah, well, as we're going to launch into our new month, I love what you guys are writing about August, and it's fun to think. I don't know, there's just something about when you flip the month, right? Like you flip the month, it's new, it's fresh, and but what's crazy is how fast it goes. I'm like, gosh, it's August 4th already. Like, what's happening? But we definitely want to slow down, recognize a lot of you guys for what's happening, because we are experiencing growth as a team. More people are being helped. People are earning bonuses. People are getting certified. So we always, before we move forward, like to stop and recognize, because recognition is so important. And I also see some new faces on here that have like are some of our newer coaches. I just want to welcome you guys and some people who are back. So just know that this is your space. We are here for you, for learning and for growing. And we always like to offer time too that we can interact and ask questions. So give me 1 second so that I can pull up our slide. All right, so for the month of July, let me just get you guys back on my screen. Vicky, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so couple of things that people were going to these were all coaches that had a new client in the month of July. So congratulations to Beth Bilton, to Frank and Shauna, Casey DeSalvo, Kelly McCullough, Matilda, Debbie Pasco, and Ellen Stewart. So congratulations to you guys. Minimum of one. Some people had more. So awesome. And we had two coaches, or one coach team, and another coach earned the 3% client support bonus. So this is if you have a minimum of 3 or 4 new clients in a month, you get an additional 3% added to your commission. So it's a nice little bump. So congratulations to Ellen Stewart. She has been leading this board for a while, along with Frank and Shauna, who are there as well. So big shout out to you guys for that. And our $10,000 club, we like to recognize those that have $10,000 of frontline volume or more. That's a really significant amount. And it just opens the pool. It means that you're actively acquiring, you're doing a good job of supporting existing clients. And it's a great client base, and often new coaches come out of that. So congratulations again to Frank and Shauna and to Kelly McCulloch for having 10,000 or higher. And several months ago, we started recognizing 8,000 and higher. So our very own Meg Johnson is in that category. So congratulations to you, Meg. And then being a fully integrated business coach means that you have coaches underneath you that have at least 5 coaches that have at least 5 or that are senior coach or above. So that is Meg Johnson and myself for that. And so looking for new coaches to add to our team. And look at this, you guys. With Optavia put into place in the month of July the new certification requirements, and this is required for your business renewal. It is required annually. It's going to be a new one every day, or every day. That would be awful. Every year, but 31 of us as of today are certified. So huge congratulations. I know many of you, your renewal is not up. You just went ahead and did it. Want to be the best you can, and I think that's fantastic. And then just 2 things I wanted to share before I turn it back over to Meg. Dan and Megan Valentine are running a call at 8:30 tonight. It is called Momentum Unleashed. They are going to do a lot about mindset and things to start, kind of like, you put in the comments, August is a fresh start. So how do we use this time period to create that momentum that we're all looking for in our businesses? And rumor is they're going to be laying the foundation of a boot camp that starts in the month of August. So I will be on that call. I hope you will join me for that. It will be recorded if and then lastly, once a month, Optavia does an Edge community call. So this is company has unified everything for us, saying, hey, if you do these activities, which we've gone over on this call, they lead to growth in your business. So diving in deeper to that, each month on the first of the month, they have some of the top leaders in the company share. So this is who the guest speakers are this week, always high energy, and they are killing it. So this Thursday, 8 p.m. So that's it for me, Meg.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Dee. Those are some great announcements and great celebrations. And I know sometimes celebrations can do one of two things. They either get us fired up about what happened or what could be, or sometimes it can have the opposite effect. And I know we just want to recognize every single person who made the decision to be on this call tonight, or even those who are catching us on the recording. We're really, really glad that you're here. And we just want to acknowledge it takes something special to jump on this call. Some of you had kids go back to school today. Some it's happening later on this week, but you are intentionally making time for yourself, your business, your clients by being on this call. So we just wanted to take a minute and just celebrate that and acknowledge you, because we think that's pretty important. And I think we've got a variety. We got people on this call like Ellen, who is killing it. And Ellen, we love watching you soar. We're so excited for you. Some of us are just on fire. We're feeling all the things. Some of us might be feeling a little tired, right? And you're still showing up. And we want you to know it matters. And one of the things that it tells us that makes us feel all the things inside is that our purpose is louder than our pressure, right? And our hope is louder than our doubt. And I think that's really significant. Our hope is louder than our doubt, even if it's just a whisper. It is louder. So we just want to acknowledge that. Tonight is not going to be about like pushing harder and doing all the things. It's going to be about reconnecting with your why and our why as a team. And we just wanted to remind you tonight that you still got it. Then we are really glad that we can be here together and just be in community. So let's start with just a little heart check. We'd love for you to take 1 second and put one word in the chat that just kind of describes how you're doing right now in this very moment. So if you'll just kind of take a second, do a little heart check and put how you're feeling right now, and then we'll move on to the next thing. which is going to be pretty stinking exciting. I'm going to get ready in the background. Ooh, I see it. It's already starting to come in. Consistent, no fear in reaching out, hopeful, inspired, inspired. Oh, you guys, y'all are the best. Keep it coming. But we've got something interactive we wanted to share with you today. And hopefully, Dee, can you give me a thumbs up if you see my phone? Okay, good deal. So, if you didn't know, Optavia came out with not only a new app, but an update on the client app. And there are some incredible things in store for you and your clients right now. So, if you haven't already, stop what you're doing and download the app or update your app. And this is the client app. So, I'm showing you the screen you get right when you open it up. And if you go down, I'm going to go down here, see if y'all can see this, and hit the learn button. And then you get all these different options. You can go to the program guides, recipe resources, habits of health resources, and information sheets. So I'm going to go to habits of health resources. And you'll notice Dr. A's Habits of Health, his audiobook is out there and ready for all of us. So I'm going to play you a little piece
The
of it.
Industrial Revolution changed food forever. For over 10,000 years, we ate a rather simple diet rich in fruits and vegetables, high in fiber and micronutrients, low in
So I'll stop it there, but hopefully you heard the audio. And I don't know about you, but I've always wanted Dr. A to be in my pocket. And now we literally can have Dr. A in our pocket and hear his voice and also hear the emotion in his voice, which if you've been around for any length of time, you know his emotion and connection is so palpable. So here's man, goodness, almost 19 hours of Dr. A's voice. He put in so much heart to sit for 19 hours and record for us. So want you to know that's there so you can encourage your clients to find it. Pop any questions you have in the chat. But we also just wanted to make sure you knew all the different resources that are out here. The recipes in the recipe section are amazing. The conversion guides here, the dining out guide, of course, that your clients love, but your clients might need you to actually walk through this with them, when you're doing your launch calls or whatnot. It's so helpful to see it and to walk through it with them. So just wanted to let you know that all of these things are here. They are being updated. Goodness, a lot, very often they're being updated. So you'll want to stay tuned on that. The other thing that they
Can I
are,
add to that real quick,
yeah, please
Meg?
do.
So they are continuing to add to it. Like, we'll be able to interact better with our clients on the app. But the app is really replacing the need for us to use anything else. Like when we used to use the link tree, or we used to send our own separate welcome letter with links. And then people are like, where do I find that? Was that in the welcome letter you sent? Was that in the link tree? Was that in My Path to Health? So I really love it because it's consolidated. So if you have not familiarized yourself with it, like Meg said, like they make updates like daily to this thing. And then with the habits of health, we always are asked, is it on audiobook? But we will also be able to send like it's coming, but we'll be able to send chapters to people. So you could say, hey, let me send you this chapter on whatever. So you can like help them find it or bookmark it for them in the app. So it's going to be pretty slick.
Yeah. So when Nick is talking about the next wave and 3.0 and all the things, like these are some of the tools that they have been dreaming of, working towards, that we get the benefit of utilizing now, which is really stinking cool. And I love in the chat, Frank was like, whoa, you can share from your phone. Y'all are going to be so pumped at this next new trick. So the first trick was the habits of health you could hear Dr. A's voice in the Optavia app. But the second tip is even cooler. So I'm going to go here right now. Hopefully you see my phone, and I'll just pull up a family chat. This is a family chat. But you can now schedule messages to be delivered at some point in the future from your iPhone, free of charge. Free of charge. How cool is that? So let's say I want to send something to my client, but it's, you know, after hours and I don't want them to respond right now, or I want to remind them about the Monday night call, or weigh-in Wednesdays or whatever, you can go in here and click this send later. Hopefully you see that right here. It says send later, and you can type up something to send to them. I'm just going to tell them the school was great for my kiddos, but you can tell them when you want it sent. So you can say you want it sent at some date in the future. You can have it sent today, just later on. So I'm going to send this, at 8:30 p.m. So the great thing about this is this just another tool that's available for free that we can utilize with our clients that we are really excited about. So wanted you all to know. Oh, and Debbie, our Android friend, is letting us know it's also available on Droid, which is awesome. So just wanted to throw that out there. So yeah, lots of cool tips and things. And if you know of a tip, we want to hear about it because we're better together. So please share that with us. All right, Dee, I'm going to pass it to you, and then we can move on to the next thing.
Yeah, no, that's actually text, Michelle. You asked about it's text. And like today, like I was up early and I wanted to ask Meg a question, but I knew she was getting her kids off to school and all that. So I wrote out the message and then I set it to send at 9:15 because I figured everybody would be gone by then. I knew I'd be in the gym. So, I mean, it's just so convenient. So, but yeah, but one of the things as we're starting the new month or wherever you are in your business. So I know some are brand new coaches on this call, some are a few months in, some of us are experienced, but connecting to our why, like why you started coaching is imperative that that stays in your heart and in on your mind constantly because otherwise it's so easy to get distracted by discouragements or other things going on. So as before we go on, like let's use the chat again and just write a quick sentence. What was your why or your current why? Why did you start coaching or what is your why for coaching right now? Go ahead and pop those in the chat. Freedom. Good. Share this program with the world. Yeah, that was mine too, Meg. Financial wiggle room. Community. Community. Cool. Help others. Accountability. Extra money. Help people with their health journey. Yeah. Pay it forward. Bring somebody back to their own light. Feel great in their own skin. Help more people transform their lives for the better, like I was transformed. Help with retirement. So sometimes we can look at this and we can be like, oh my gosh, like I've got to do so much. Or let's say, like, I want freedom. I want to leave my job or whatever it might be. How do you eat an elephant? It is one bite at a time. It is doing one thing. We had a meeting before this, and a coach had shared that she was having trouble doing 3 posts a day for Edge. And she's just coming back to the business. And it was like, well, if some days you just do one is better than none that you did for several months, so it's perspective. So, I guess what I would ask is what would it take if you're here for the community or you want to bring like more people into this community, you're here for the income, what would it look like to do one tiny step towards that this week? Like what is maybe one thing you haven't been doing or you could do a little bit differently that might expand that why, that mission for you? And you can share that in the chat if you want. It makes me realize, like when you say like share this, like Lori Pulver, when you say like share, you want to share this gift, right? It makes me realize, like with myself, I hear that that's my mission too. Like, am I sharing boldly enough? Has there been there is somebody on my mind I haven't approached coaching with yet, but they're on my mind, so being bolder with it. Diane Nix, go back to doing a Facebook Live. So yeah, getting your voice out there, being heard. Yeah, love it. Well, we have like 3 little mini goals that you could consider doing for this week. Little kind of because micro goals, right? Small things done consistently bring results. But if you haven't done it in a while, would encourage you and invite you to reconnect with 3 inactive clients this month. Like reconnect with three inactive clients. If you can do it all this week, even better. 3 a week. If you did 3 a week, that would be 12 that you did a personal outreach to. Diane mentioned doing Facebook Live. Your personal journey, you guys, your story, your vulnerability is what people crave, right? You can post before and afters of people that you don't know and they don't know, and it's not going to resonate as much as it would your story. So posting something vulnerable, that is what people, how they connect to you, and people do business with people they're connected to. And if you haven't been doing this, I would encourage you to get back on a schedule of checking in with your health coach, with your own personal health journey. We're all clients, right? And if we're not doing the things, the likelihood of your business is always going to mirror what you're doing, always. So that is it for me, Meg. I know you've always got like a double dog dare or something out there.
Yeah, I'm all about a double dog dare. And I know, Dee, we've got a couple of questions in the
Oh,
chat.
good.
Looks like Frank answered them, but just wanted to make sure you saw those questions. So I do love a double dog dare, and so wanted to give you a 2x2 challenge for this week. So Dee talked about doing some micro goals. Love that. Hope you've written those down. But here is a double dog dare for you. It is to find 2 clients that you could help this week and to start 2 coaching conversations. So 2 clients and 2 coach conversations. And I think if you could just set the intention of like, even if you're scared, even if you're like, I don't know who those 2 people are or the other 2 for coaching, I have no idea. But if you set the intention that like, yes, I am willing to take this double dog dare, because that's the deal with a double dog dare, you got to do it, right? So if you're willing to do that, would you just raise your actual hand or your Zoom hand? We would love to have, if you want to have some accountability together as a group for whoever it is that's saying like, yes, I'm willing to have 2 conversations about health this week and 2 coaching conversations this week. So if you're setting that intention, we would love to check in on Friday and see how it went. So if you're willing to do that, if you will, and I can only see a certain number of people on my screen right now, Dee. So if you can see more, but if you would just let us know, we would love that, because we are all better together. And when we have that accountability, it does make such a difference. So let us know if you're up for our double dog dare, and we will check in with you on Friday. All right, Dee, did you check the comments? Are we good to go?
Yeah, we are ready to roll. We are ready to roll. Thanks, Frank, for that too, your input. So, all right. So, yeah, and we do have the Edge accountability group as well. We've got a group of individuals that have committed to the daily Edge activities that are meeting for accountability Monday nights at 7 before this call. It's kind of an open forum. We talk about what's working, what's not working, what are some ideas for posts, things like that. So if you are looking for new idea generation and accountability, that can be a great group to be a part of as well. So lastly, I mean, we're talking about, there's the various places we are, right? And what it really made me happy was seeing a lot of people are feeling very inspired. They're feeling fresh, that they want to continue to move forward. So what we know is that like recognition, encouragement, those are the things, that is the heartbeat as who we are as humans. We all need that. We all thrive. And so often people see things in us that we can't see in ourselves. Like we might be beating the crap out of ourselves about something. And then you say it to a friend and they're like, what? Like that would not be what I would think, or like whatever. So we all need a person, like, right? Like there are times, today was one, I could have used somebody to breathe some some life into me, right? Like I needed some positive. And so what we're going to do is just a reminder that your story, your heart, you are called to do this business. You are called. You said yes to the opportunity, and you're on this call, and you are called. So just want to encourage you to stay strong during the waves, because there will always be waves. But like, let's speak over each other a little bit tonight. Some encouragement. Maybe something that you would like to hear. So we're going to do this kind of a crazy way, but I want you to look at your screen, and whoever is to the left of you,
And Dee, we might need to make sure, like me, that everybody's in gallery mode. So if you go to your top
Yes.
right-hand side of your page and under view and click gallery, you'll see lots of squares on your screen. Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt.
So like when I look at my screen, when I look at my boxes on my screen, Vicky Meister is to my left. So I am going to type some words of encouragement to Vicky Meister. Vicky, you're going to look at the person when you look at the screen, the person's on your left, you're going to type something about them in the comments. So we're just going to take a couple of minutes and do that right now. Any questions on that? You confused who you're?
Are we attaching their name to it so they know we're talking about
Yeah.
them?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
And if you're not sure who's on your left, like maybe choose somebody whose video is on, or choose somebody you know and send them a little message. And I'll just say these out loud, Dee, if that's okay. You're on Debbie's looks at you and sees you, Dee, and she says she loves your energy and the commitment to doing the things. Thank you for your leadership. Vicky said about Debbie, she said, "Ooh, all of these are coming in, y'all. It's so exciting. Your beautiful heart for sharing and caring. That is so good. Muhammad, you have such an amazing journey, and Shauna knows that you're going to impact so many lives with your story and your gifts. Vicky, your words of encouragement always mean so much to Dee and to others on this team. You're here for community and you model community and connection so well. Beth, Michelle loves that you have this can-do attitude and your heart for others. And Dee, continue showing up as your brave, authentic self. Your realness is inspiring. You are such an amazing, inspiring leader. I'm glad I get to work with you. You're woo, Dee, I hope you're feeling all the love right now. You're an inspiration and a knockout. Yeah, you are. Love the fact I get to be in your team. Diane, love your dedication, your commitment. Keep doing what you're doing. Shauna, I love that Shauna's on Frank's left. She is a great coach with a great heart, and she's a great wife. Linda, I love your consistency and your huge heart for helping others. Frank, you're always so helpful and giving of your knowledge and your time. Dee, your leadership and authenticity inspires me. Constance is just giving it to everybody. Team, how did I get the best team ever?
Oh,
So many good things. Ellen, I am so stinking proud of you. Keep forging ahead. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do. They just keep coming. Shauna, love your heart and your wise counsel. So many beautiful things. So,
I love
man,
that Ellen wrote to Kelly and said, thank you for all you do and for asking me to coach. Y'all, invite others to coach. Imagine if she hadn't opened her mouth and done that. This is crazy good. Crazy good. Awesome. Everybody's smiling. How did that feel? So, maybe do that. Maybe encourage this. I mean, spread some love out there with your clients, with coaches on your team, maybe people you haven't heard from in a minute. I was just going to share something I saw today. It was the power of the tongue is real. Stop saying, I'm tired, I'm broke, I'm depressed, etc. Start saying, I'm grateful, I'm growing, I'm thriving, I'm winning. Speak life into yourself. Your words shape your reality. So, love on yourself as much as you do for others. But I am going to save this chat and I will try to download it as a PDF and put it in our group so you guys can see that this is recorded. So that recording will go in and just encourage you to be on the community call, which is the one we invite our clients to at 8 p.m. And then if you want to join in on the Momentum Unleashed call at 8:30, invited to join me on that as well. So gosh, I don't want to end this yet. Meg, they're still coming in. They're still coming in. You got anything else to share, Meg, as we're wrapping up?
No, just take your light. You know, flashlights are only good if they're pointed up or pointed out, not if they're pointed down. So take your light and share it because you have a light and somebody else needs it. So we love you all.
All right, beautiful. Have a great night, guys. See you next time.